So hiya, hello. Out for my Sunday ride, 3 hours today. Hang on. Cars, hang on. So yeah, I was saying, hello everybody. Out for my 3-hour Sunday ride. I swapped this front wheel. I'm on the TCR SL again. And I've put the giant front wheel on, which is 30mm deep. It's got 16 spokes, round spokes. So, hang on, that's better. I don't need that on, there's nobody about. So I'm just approaching the golf course, so just approaching the coast. And then we'll be along the coast up to Silloth, a little bit further. What was I saying? Yeah, so I weighed these front wheels. The giant wheel is 1,003 grams with the tyre and the skewer. And as I say, it's tubeless. It's got sealant in. So I've had to put a pair of needle nose pliers in my toolkit just in case. I'm having to carry those as well. The Zero RC50, get it right this time, 50mm GP4000 tube, including quick release, as this one coupe, including quick release, with 988 grams. So we'll see how the handling feels with the crosswind up here. I should think it'll be better with the crosswind, but of course it's not going to be as fast, but we'll see. It gives me an idea. I've got my arm warmers on, I've got my Galibier gloves on, just because it's that bit cooler and it is forecast to rain. So, and it's wind picking up to 19 mile an hour, so I don't want to get cold. So I've got longs on, I've got these Santic thin bib tights on. I could have put knee warmers on, but I couldn't be bothered finding them. They're in my drawer. But yeah, let's go into work this morning and get fit tested for these FFP3 masks, which with my face shape, the two types that we got, I failed both of them right at the end, so that's no good. So back to the drawing board. Thank you for the extra information, Mike, over in Scarborough. Thank you. The plan today is I'm going to come up this way for about an hour and 20, then turn around and come back the same way pretty much. I'm not going to go inland today more than I need to. But yeah, if I get too warm I can roll my arm warmers down, you see. Take my gloves off, stuff like that. I've got waterproof in case it rains. But right, I'll see you later on in a bit. Yep, this front wheel's definitely not as fast. I'm doing more power than I was yesterday. I'm probably going quite a bit slower. But of course that's your biggest benefit for me if you're going to have an aerodynamic wheel. It's in the front wheel. So I've still got the backing. But that doesn't make that much difference. Well, so far it's been okay, and I've been through crosswind sections. But I'm approaching the worst bit, which is Dunmail Point, I think that's what it's called. Up here, this farmhouse just up ahead. I'll have my hands on the bars just in case, but I'll have the camera turned on. where I normally get blown about from the left, and yeah, I can feel it, but that's okay. So yeah, it's coming across, that's manageable, that's a lot better. So that's a 30. What a 35's like of a 38. I'm gonna have to look up what the depth of my Zip 404s were, because pardon me, they weren't too bad in the wind on tri-bars. Just managing the power again, 179 normalised, but it is chilly. It's that wind. Is that a goose or a duck? I don't know, can't tell. It's probably going out the tide, I reckon, I don't know. So yeah, this front rim is about 22.5 mil wide on the brake track externally, so it's quite a narrow front rim, and even though it's a 25C front tyre, I'll measure it when we get back, it is a lot narrower than the GP 4000. When I came up here yesterday, I was going on about coming up and giving it some beans and what time I'd do. Maybe it'll be a 21, because I did 23, 17 or 18 for the 10-mile stretch up here from the golf courses. It was at 188 watts with no tri-bars and no disc, and I think it was about a 15, 16 mile an hour wind. So gosh knows, it must be a 21, which would be the fastest 10 I've ever done. Just trying to remember what my PB is for a 10 mile. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. I know that in the days, like when I first started time trialling, before I went to tri-bars, I was nearly as flipping fast on just a road bike with 32 sport wheels. I think I did a 24 then, and I didn't gain that much speed when I went to tri-bars and eventually a disc rear. I've got a feeling that I never did that fast a course really, so because I didn't do that many opens, I just tended to do the clubs because I couldn't bother driving places. I think it was a low 23, which I don't think was with a disc on either. Anyway, and just on my Rally Dynatech with Mavic Reflex rims, clinchers, 32 spokes, I did a 102 for a 25 on a hilly course, I think. I'm positive that with the right training, with the right gear, on the right course, I'd go sub-hour for a 25, no problem. I mean, I think it was 2010 I did a 210 for a 50. And that was like, I think I've been training for triathlon then. So I'm sure at the minute, if I went and did a 10 at the minute over 25 on the right course with tri-bars on, even on this bike with those Silo RC50s, I'd do PBs, no doubt about it. Right, so we're approaching Beckfoot. So after Beckfoot, I'm going to go through Silloth across the cobbles again. Pardon me. And then just round the coast until I get to the time period where I have to turn back. Beckfoot. Right, put you away, I'll speak to you in a bit. Silloth. Cobble's over. Yeah, cobbles over. Thought I'd come over the cobbles again. I'm not going to go back over the cobbles. Long term doesn't do the bike any good, does it? Or the wheels. This here, coming up to, is a lighthouse. There we go, so that is a lighthouse. Probably left over from the days when ships used to come up to Port Carlisle. Which is further up the coast. Right, put you down. It's one of these salt marshes, I think, because that must be the sea dam, the dike on this side. And then there's that radio station. I've been round before. We won't get over there before we have to turn back. But yeah, I'm going to hit the wind again when I turn back. Get the camera pointing at me. It does help, doesn't it? Sorry about that. But yeah, I can tell there's rain in those clouds. It's very dull. There are some cyclists up ahead. I can put you away again because I need to change gear. I've just come along the same stretch of road that I was getting blown about on yesterday. Just before that bit where I stopped and talked to camera and said I was getting blown about. And this front wheel's miles better, not getting blown about half as much, just a tiny bit, so that's good. I'm going to have to stop in a minute, pardon me, and look at where I'm going, because I've not got a route on today. I sort of know where I'm going. To the end of the road, turn right. And I think that then leads me back into Abbey Town, but I'm not sure where to go after that. We'll see. I'll stop and have a look in a bit when we get there. I might recognise it because I have been this way before. Right. See, no hands is okay now. I'm not getting blown about. I do think the stem's off. I thought I'd got it right the other day, but can you see it's not in line with the top tube? Hang on, if I do this, $50 minutes, 175 watts, which is about where I want to be. Don't want to be much higher, a little bit higher maybe, but I'll save that for the way back when it's into the wind all the way. So I've made a bit of a mistake in that I've missed the turn. I've not come the way I wanted to come. I should have gone left in Abbey Town, and I followed the road round to the right. So I'm heading towards Wigton, and I'm nearly at Wigton. I've got an hour and 10 minutes. I want to do another 10 minutes before I turn round. So I might have to do a dog leg somewhere, because I'm not going to go on past Wigton. So I might have to do another 5-minute leg somewhere to just make up that 10 minutes. That's probably what I'll do. I'll go up here, turn round, dog leg. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Yeah, I've ended up coming further inland than I wanted to. Not that it matters. Won't be too bad. Right, put you away again. See you in a bit. Right, so I didn't turn round. I've done an hour and 20 now. And I'll turn round at this junction that I'm just coming up to. So I came down the main road, turned off right, turned left, and I've come up past Wigton on this minor road, and there's a car coming in from the right, so I'm going to have to be careful. So Rose Lane. So that's where we are. I've done about 21 mile an hour average so far, so let's turn around and crawl back into the wind, because I've had a tailwind all the way pretty much. So let's get a picture, turn around and head back. The rain has arrived and it's drizzled, great. So I've got an hour and 10 minutes left. Hopefully it'll just be like pass over, but it doesn't look like it. It looks pretty miserable. You can't see them. Basically I'm going that way, and that's where the rain is. I've got over the top of a rise here, and then I'm going left and heading that way. The wind's picked up a bit as well, I think. Well, I'm heading back anyway, so it's not so bad, and I've got my waterproof. And the bike could do with a wash anyway, and the chain needs cleaning, so it's not too desperate. And I've got the gabber on, so I might not even have to put the waterproof on. We'll see. Well, I'm going to put you away, I'll see you later. It's through. It's proper raining, proper headwind. I'm cold. These Santec bib tights aren't very warm when they get wet. And this is the first time this bike's got wet, apart from when I wash it. I don't know, it's going to be filthy. My best bike, my poor best bike. Oh no! So I've done 2 hours 16. I need another 44 minutes. I'll see you later. So I've got 15 minutes to do, and I've just come up to the golf course now, turned round, and I need to change gear. There we are, done it. I was struggling, I tried 2 times, my fingers weren't working, I couldn't, because I've been on the drops for ages without moving because of the wind. Because there's not much ulnar protection on these, my fingers wouldn't work. But this horrible weather now, it's made it quieter. I'm trying to get my hands working. So yeah, I'm going to come down here 5 minutes, turn around, go back, 10 minutes back. That should be about right then. But I don't know what distance I've done. But typically this rain's eased off now. If I put the peak down, I'll get dripping of water everywhere. I tried it earlier. I tried it to protect from the rain, but it just made it worse because it's soaked through. Oh. So yeah, 2 hours 46. I don't know what distance I've done. My fingers won't work. It's 9 degrees. 18.5 mile an hour average. I can't get it to work. Hang on. No. .7 kilometers. Right. And it's been fairly flat, so 300 and no, I can't read it. 200, 300, 240 meters of elevation. So yeah, flat. Right, come on, let's get that back on that screen. There we go. Right, so I can see my power. Right, I've got to get the power back up. Let's say 5 minutes, turn around, go back. So I shall put you away and I'll pull you out when I'm back near the golf course. So I'll see you in a little bit. So the rain's back again. I've only got about 5 minutes left. I've done my 3 hours. So just done 3 hours and 1 minute now, so head back. I say it's only about 5 minutes back, so that's not so bad. So I shall end the vlog now, end it here. So thanks for watching as always. Take care everyone, and I shall see you later in the week. Hope you have enjoyed another video from me, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.